Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to come at you with my thoughts on a new concealer that I've gotten my hands on. Not a new to the market concealer, but a new to me concealer. But before I talk about it, I actually wanted to explain to you guys why I decided to pick it up. Here lately, I have noticed that whenever I look at myself in the mirror, maybe midway through the day, especially if I take off my glasses, the first thing I would notice was how dry and just unhydrated the under eye area of my eye looked. Now, I'm not talking about as far as the fine lines, because as I get older I have noticed I do have some fine lines, but I'm not talking about how I'm not talking about creasing or products settling into those fine lines, because to be completely honest with you, that's really not a problem for me. When I put on my makeup, I am not looking for flawless. That is, for some reason, it's just not what I'm going for. I can definitely appreciate the flawlessness on someone else, and I can be like, dang girl, do your thing. But for me, that's not what I'm going for. It's never really what I'm going for. I myself, besides the fact that I just love makeup, when I put my makeup on, I'm really looking for just a more even skin tone, a more brightened appearance, and just a more polished look. So I'm never going for a complete porcelain, no flaws type of look. It's just not what I'm going for. So I am not concerned with the creasing underneath my eyes. It's not a concern of mine. It's not something I look at and I don't like. When I talk about the under eye area being dry, I mean it's really dry and it just looks crepey, and you can see a distinct line of demarcation from my under eye to the rest of my skin. The rest of my skin, because it's so oily, will look quite hydrated, but that under eye area just looks so, it looked like the Sahara Desert. It's just unattractive. So I started researching and looking into it and found out that I do have dry under eye, which is actually more common than I originally thought. It's hilarious that the rest of my skin can fry some chicken, but my under eye is just like malnourished. It's hilarious, but that's how it goes, right? So I've just kind of been really trying to figure out how to combat that. What do I need to do? What am I doing wrong? And of course, one of the things I was doing wrong was that because my skin, because of my face is so oily, most of the time I'm using very mattifying products, especially during the day. I'm using a mattifying primer, I'm using a mattifying moisturizer, I'm using a setting spray, I'm using powder, I'm using a lot of things to help mattify my skin. And unfortunately, all I was doing for the under eye was just sucking the life out of it, because I really needed to hydrate that area versus trying to keep it as matte as the rest of my face. So what I've really tried to do, learning from my research, is really try to make sure I'm very hydrated. And of course, that's hydrated on the outside and from the inside. So one of the things I'm doing is really paying attention to how much water I'm drinking. I used to be really good at just making sure I drank at least 64 ounces a day. I was so good about that. Then I dropped off, and it's just, I can tell a difference in my energy and in my skin especially. So I'm trying to get back on that, really trying to hydrate myself from the inside out, paying attention to my vitamins, paying attention to my diet, and really getting that water. And then from the outside, I've really been trying to make sure that I'm using a very hydrating eye cream, something with some hyaluronic acid in it, something with vitamin E and vitamin C, just a very thick hydrating eye cream, just really concentrating on keeping this area as hydrated as possible. And another thing I figured out from a makeup perspective is to try a different type of concealer, and that is the serum concealer. Now, the serum concealers in themselves, just as a whole, are based around a concealer that really hydrates and moisturizes that under eye area. So instead of it trying to look matte and flawless, it's really going for more of a hydrated, plumped perspective. And when I was trying to figure out the best serum concealer to use, I came across a lot of positive reviews for this Minerals Bareskin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. And that's what this is right here. Now this, you do get 0.20 fluid ounces, and this did cost me $21, which I don't think is bad now that I've fallen in love with the Tarte Shape Tape. That range doesn't seem too bad to me, but I mean, I was used to below $5, but at this particular point in time, I don't think it's too bad. I wish it was a little bit cheaper, but I still don't think it's too bad, and it is a little bit cheaper than my Tarte Shape Tape, so, putting it in that type of perspective. This is a very, very creamy product. I absolutely love how creamy this product is. It just goes on the skin so creamy, and it leaves a very dewy, hydrated finish. In fact, Bare Minerals, right off the website, it does say that it's a concealer and serum in one. It provides remarkable coverage that actually still instantly covers the appearance of dark circles. Yes, it does. Discoloration, and other perfections for a beautifully even tone complexion. Check, check, check. Formulated with antioxidant lilac plant stem cells. Let me say that again. Formulated with antioxidant lilac plant stem cells. I promise y'all I can read. This multitasking concealer features high definition mineral optics to counteract shadows, which it does, and give skin a brightened, lustrous finish. That's exactly right. And hydrating humectants, which means they absorb the moisture, help nourish the under eye area. That's exactly what it does, and that's exactly what I needed. There's a little bit more, but I ain't gonna try to read it. Basically what it does, it's a concealer that offers high coverage, that conceals what you're trying to conceal, but it actually still leaves your skin nice and hydrated and moisturized, and that's exactly what this concealer does. It goes on just so smooth, and a little goes a long way. It almost puts you in the mindset of the Tarte Shape Tape as far as the pigmentation and the high coverage. You don't need a lot. I do not go in with the YouTube extreme triangles. Not anymore. Not with this. And to be completely honest, on a regular day, I don't do that anyways. I'm really just going right underneath my under eye, and I'm really going right there in the corner because I have some darkness there as well. And so I'm keeping it at a very concentrated area. Just a small amount is all you need. It blends out beautifully. It just blends out beautifully, but it covers so well. Like, there is no sheerness. It is a nice pigmented coverage, and it just it's so flawless. It's just flawless, not the word I wanted to say. It's just beautiful, really. I love this concealer. It does exactly what I need it to do. It's absolutely fabulous. My only gripe with this concealer is the fact that it only comes in 6 shades. Bare Minerals. Really? Y'all kind of acting like It Cosmetics, okay? 6 shades, really? So if you are a beautiful brown skin diva or devo that is darker than me, you're going to be left out the party. And that is so unfortunate because this is a wonderful product. It's absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love the way my eyes look when I have this on. But that whole 6 shade crowd is 2017. So what I did was I went online to try to find something that was similar to this, but was actually smart enough and inclusive enough to actually have enough for everybody. And I came across the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. Now this Sephora serum concealer, you do get 0.14 ounces, so it's a little bit less, and this is only $14, so that's amazing. So it's not only, you get a little bit less, but it is a lot cheaper, and this comes in a beautiful 26 shades. 6, 26. So you've got a whole 20 more shades in this one. So Sephora, well done. Well done. The only problem I have with this particular one is it's not quite as creamy as the Bare Minerals, but it still does a fantastic job. It takes just a little bit more to apply and get the coverage I need versus the Bare Minerals, but it still does a great job. And again, this is only $14 with the 26 shades. So I really do. I have to admit, I love this concealer, and I will have to be honest and say I will continue to buy it and I will continue to use it, but I will definitely throw the Sephora one in there as well just because it has more variety. I love the fact that they think of everybody, and it is cheaper, but this one, Bare Minerals, please come out with some more. Please expand your shade range. Black folks like to buy your products too. We do. phone. So I really wanted to come on here and just kind of tell you guys about the problem I've been having and what I figured out as far as a skincare perspective and a makeup perspective. But you know, as I get older, I do realize that there's some things that are changing and there's some problems that I have to address differently. And unfortunately, what that also means is that I can't continuously follow every step that my favorite YouTuber uses anymore, because unfortunately a lot of them are like 10. I didn't mean 10, but you know what I mean. Like, a lot of them are a lot younger and they don't have these problems, which is great for them, but a lot of these problems do affect the way the makeup looks in the end. You know, having dry under eye, it does affect the way your makeup looks, and if you aren't paying attention to that, the products that you use and the way you use the products, you're just not gonna get a very flattering look. So that under eye, that dry under eye, is one of the problems that I've noticed really, if you look at your face, really does change the game. So kind of understanding what the problem is, fixing it from the inside and the out, and paying attention to the different products I've used have really changed the game for me. And I really just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys from a 30-something and up perspective, just in case there was someone else out there battling that same issue but was still trying to do everything else that everybody was doing and it wasn't coming out great for you. This might be something that you want to think about. So I really hope this information helps someone else out there. If it did, please definitely give this video a thumbs up. And while you're here on my channel, take a look around, see what else your girl has to offer. And if you're liking what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.